lies in its poses. In these spaces, actors and audiences cohabited for many years, yearning for better times. When the time passed for silent communication of shared dissent and action was needed, the people of the theater were ready to take their place in the forefront of the revolutions against communism in Europe. You know, in Romania, the revolution was bloody. Thousands were shot dead or crushed by armed cars and tanks. For the people of the community of the theater, for the people of Romania, perhaps the revolution is not yet over. We don't know the entire truth about the events in 1989. Let me pause now to tell you a little more about myself. You know how actors love to talk about themselves. You know about it. The Oscar prizes in a way. I have been for 25 years an actor with the most prestigious Romanian company, the Bulandra Theatre in Bucharest. Sometimes I direct plays, and for several years I taught at the Theatre Academy. One of my educational principles was and remains that the actor is solely responsible for his own artistic destiny. He can learn about himself only from a deep involvement in real life. And the latest piece of real life we shared was the revolution, which unleashed in each of us unexpected energies and gave new meaning to our early lives. Now probably the new piece of real life is the market economy with the rigors of this new economical system, and we took it with all the risks and more or less to lose so-called moral privileges during the totalitarianism. I played an important role in the days of the revolution and the first free elections in my country held on the 20th of May 1990. For almost 5 months, I was in charge of Romania's cultural affairs, and I was one of the 5 vice presidents of the Provisional Parliament. Because I had not been a member of the Communist Party in the past, the other 10 members of this Council of the National Salvation Front, established just after the revolution, did not look very kindly on me. When the National Salvation Front decided to run in the elections as a party, I was offered the presidency of the new political body. This was for me the moment of truth. We all had promised to the people in Romania that the front would not become a party. Its romantic designation as the National Salvation Front, signaling that it belonged to all of the Romanian people. Nobody was entitled to claim privileges because he or she happened to have been prominent in the days of the revolution. Even less so when this meant to benefit until the elections from collaborating with the structures of power left intact from the old dictatorship. 4 days before the elections of the 20th of May 1990, having earlier refused the presidency of the Front as a party, I also resigned my office of Vice President of Romania in charge of cultural affairs. And like a prodigal son returning home, I came back to the theatre. I took on the leadership of the Bulandra company, and I was elected president of UNITER. UNITER means the guild of all the people working in the Romanian theatre. I worked as actor in Romania and Britain. I directed plays and opera, home and out. As a result of the 1996 elections, won by the Democratic Coalition, I've been appointed as Minister of Culture. So I'm here to give an end to my speech, the political aspect, and to turn to something which is probably more attractive to you.
Every night, I collect from my neighbors all the available chairs. and I read verses to them. The chairs are very receptive to poetry, if you know how to arrange them. That's why I get excited, and during a few hours I tell them how beautiful my soul died during the daytime. Our meetings are usually sober, without any stupid enthusiasm. In any case, that means that each of us performed his duty, and that we may go on. We may go on. Let us imagine Caesar, you Julius Caesar, living on a celestial body, far from us, whose beams only reach us in 1,000 years. Let us imagine Brutus killing him today and us looking to that star through a telescope. Today, we see nothing. The ray of light, which fell on his dying face, travels through the universe and reaches all stars of the infinite in turn within millions or millions of years, so that Julius Caesar's tragedy occurs again and again, endlessly. This tragedy is alive, but always in a new environment. Everywhere is a moment which is not, which becomes, which exists, which remains, up to the star that just appeared. The journey is long, and so for 1,000 years its lights careered to reach us here below. It may have faded on its way of old in blue spheres bright, thou only now its shining ray unfold to this our sight. The image of the star that died comes slowly to the fore. It used to be when it would hide, we see what is no more. And likewise, when our earning dove died in the deepest night, the light of the extinguished love still follows us in flight. La steaua care a răsărit e o cale atât de lungă că mii de ani i-au trebuit luminii să ne ajungă. Parcă de mult s-a stins în drum, în depărtări albastre, iar raza ei abia acum lucii vederii noastre. Icoana stelei ce-a murit încet pe cer se suie. Era pe când nu s-a zărit, azi o vedem și nu e. Tot astfel, când al nostru dor pieri în noaptea adâncă, lumina stinsului amor ne urmărește încă.
Who are you, Mr. Eminescu? Who am I? Yes, who are you, Mr. Eminescu? Who am I? At the time God created the world, he made a terrible mistake. That was me. But I think it was the shadow of a mistake. Who am I? Who am I?
I am an occasion for outrage. I watch for malice, the sinner of all sinners, and my name is avarice. However, this name doesn't mean anything, Father. It doesn't mean I negotiated with human blood. It doesn't mean I was a robber of death. It doesn't mean I was lawless or lacked respect. I place the world destiny within a man's heart. I do not exist. The spirit of the world is the ego. Without an ego, there is no time, no space, no God. Without eyes, there is no light. Without hearing, there is no song. The eye is light. Hearing is the song.